What are 1% and 0.1% lows in games? The numbers, what do they mean? When benchmarking a game, most people look for the average FPS to kind of gauge the performance of that CPU and GPU combo. And while that's not entirely a bad thing, the average FPS doesn't actually tell the full story. The 1% lows of a game represents the average of the lowest 1% of FPS. And the 0.1% lows represent the lowest 0.1% FPS. And these are very good indicators of how smooth the gameplay actually feels. Or in other words, how often you get those little micro stutters or just like full-blown heavy stutters. For example, if a game averages 120 FPS but has 1% lows of about 45, then that means that 1% of the time when playing that game, the frame rate will drop to around 45 FPS. And since the difference between 120 and 45 is quite big, you will definitely feel that amount of like micro stuttering. And obviously from time to time that is. Now, the bigger this difference is, the more stuttery your gaming experience will be, and the lower it is, the smoother the gameplay will feel. And if, for example, you get like 0.1% lows of like 5 to 10 FPS, then that is a sign of just horrible stuttering. Now, to avoid stuff like this, make sure that you get a balanced GPU and CPU combo. Bottlenecking can and will cause stuttering. If you're playing at 1440p or 4K on an 8GB GPU, then well, drop that resolution down and maybe some settings as well. Make sure drivers are up to date, and some PC games just can't be helped. They're just horribly optimized or just really, really poorly done ports. And yes, I am looking at you, Sony.